Welcome to my channel Kanwal Sidhu. In today's lecture session, we will discuss the concept of wages. We will discuss various factors that influence the wages and what is the ideal wage system, and we will also discuss various types of wage structures. So, for easy, simple, and precise lecture sessions, do like, share, and subscribe my channel. Now let's first define the term wages. So wages are basically the finances or the money or any kind of financial benefit that is paid to the employees for work performed for the employer. It can be paid as cash, check, or by bank transfer to employees' account. And the wages are normally decided on the hour basis. So we can say that the wage is basically a monetary compensation which is given to the employees for the number of hours they work. And the state and the central government fixes the minimum wages to be paid to the workers. The fixing of this minimum wages mostly depends upon the area, that is the state, then the type of job, the type of industry, and the skill level of the workers. This minimum wage system is governed by the Code of Wages Act 2019, and this code set terms and conditions of minimum wages that are to be paid to the employees. The structure of wages mostly depends upon the following factors. The labor or the market conditions influences the wage system and structure. If the labor supply is less, the wages are high. When the labor supply is abundant, the wages are low. And sometimes wages also depend upon paying capacity of the business organization. If the organization is financially sound or stable, the employee also receive good wages. Another important factor influencing the wage system is the prevailing market rate, which mostly depends upon the competition, the trade unions, skills of employees, and various government rules and regulations. The government also decides the structure of minimum wages that are to be paid to the employees. The inflation, the cost of living, and some other factors also are used to fix the minimum wages. Sometimes the employee trade unions are strong and they even bargain to increase the employee wages. Apart from these factors, wages also depend upon the output or the productivity of the employee. We can say that productivity measures the employee's contribution towards the business organization, and the wages in this case are linked to the employee productivity. If the productivity is more, the output is more, the employees are paid something extra. The business organization also considers various factors like job description, employee skills, and certain social and psychological factors for deciding the wage structures. So, these are the factors on which the wage system is framed or the wage structure is framed. Now, let's discuss the types of wages or the types of wage structure systems. The first one is minimum wages, which is the lowest necessary wage to be paid to the workers by the employer. The minimum wage structures are decided by the central and the state governments, and there is a kind of legal binding for every business organization to pay at least minimum wage. Then the piece wages are paid according to the work performed by the workers. If the productivity or the output is high, the workers are paid more in this case. Similarly, in time wage system, the workers are paid according to the time, that is the number of hours they worked. If the hours are more, they are paid more. Then in case of contract wage system, the wages are fixed for the completion of the whole work. The wages are fixed at the beginning of this type of work. Then there are overtime wages which are paid to the workers who work more than fixed number of hours. And then there is the wages in kind, and this method is mostly adopted in the rural areas, or we can say in the farming sector, where the workers or the laborers are not paid in cash but are given equivalent wheat, rice, or some other products for their duties, the kind of work they perform. And the last are the then there is also a incentive wage system, which is basically based on three aspects of quality, quantity, and speed. The worker is paid on the basis of quality of the product, the quantity of the product made by him, and how much time it took the worker to produce those number of products. So these are different types of wage structure systems, and various industries use these kind of systems depending upon their labor force or some other conditions. The ideal or the sound wage system should assure minimum payment to the workers. Wages are mostly time based, and payments are mostly made on daily or weekly basis. The wage system should be accepted to both the workers as well as the employees. This will also improve the productivity and will reduce the labor turnover. Turnover means when a labor moves from one industry to another. And this turnover issues also impact the productivity. An ideal wage system should be fair. All the workers should be treated at par. So there should not be any kind of biasness while paying the wages. The employees should also offer some kind of extra benefits to the hardworking employees. In addition to these features, the wage system should be flexible so that any kind of changes can be made accordingly. Apart from this, the wage system should be simple to understand and should be in a documented form. So, these are some of the features for a sound and a ideal wage system or a wage structure. These are the four acts, that is the Payment of Wages Act 1936, the Minimum Wages Act 1948, the Wages of Bonus Act 1965, and the Equal Remuneration Act 1976, which were replaced by the Code of Wages Act 2019. So now this code is a collection of these four acts related to wages. So, this was all in today's lecture session in which we discussed the concept of wages. Thank you.